Hey everyone, Scott, or the Scott Man, and I'm here at a little park, Heritage Park here in Farmington Hills, Michigan. It's a beautiful but cold day outside. There's got a little mix of grass and snow on the ground right now, because we've had a lot of snow this past week. But yeah, as you've probably already know a couple weeks or so ago, I announced a Q&A special for, as I reached 1,500 subscribers just a couple weeks or so ago. So I have a kind of a, well, I wouldn't say a printout because I have it on my phone. Let's save a tree or two, shall we? So I asked you guys to send me a bunch of questions for the Q&A, and I'm going to answer them in this video. Okay, so I received a lot of questions, probably the most I ever have received for any Q&A special. So I'm glad I didn't wait till later in the year. Alright, so I'd say about 85% of my questions came from YouTube. They comment on my video. So I'm going to do all those first. Alright, first comes from MungoJerry311. He says, "Greetings, Scott. Thanks for doing another one of these." Oh, no problem. I enjoy doing these. Here are a couple questions I can think of. Again, thanks and keep up the awesome work. Well, thank you very much. Alright, question 1. What advice do you have for someone who's looking to start a channel like yours? I'll be perfectly honest. It's like, as what I tell a lot of people when it comes to doing different types of videos, whether it's vlogging, doesn't even have to be travel vlogs or anything like that. You just got to hit that record button. Like, don't feel nervous. I know you'll be a little bit nervous, especially if you show yourself on camera for the first time, especially to the public, but you just got to warm yourself up, or heck, even practice a little bit. You don't have to have your first recording yourself go online. You can work yourself up to that. But you just hit that record button. Like, don't feel bad if you're not a professional or anything. This, when I first started, I thought it was great when I first started, but when I look back at some of my old videos, like, oh my. It's like, it takes practice. And the only way you're gonna be able to do well with the videos is just practice. You gotta record, you gotta upload. That's pretty much the main advice I like to give. You just gotta start. That's what I tell my cousin Lauren, because she's filmed some things with her GoPro, with some of her travel, and it's like, Lauren, you gotta hit that record button. You gotta upload. Put all the segments together. Any program will do. But yeah, just hit the record button. It's not that difficult. So anybody can do videos like these. You got the power. Second question, which videos do you consider to be your best and worst? Well, I kind of highlight about the worst videos already. Definitely, I can't think of some specific ones, but definitely some of my older videos where, again, I was just getting warmed up, and it's like where I went to different places that didn't have any facts or anything like that. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, or knowing what the name of the river is or anything like that. And also at the same time, I was using a very old camera. Not bad for getting started, but I knew if I wanted to grow, I wanted to get better equipment. And then for my best videos, I almost will have to say, well, for sure the videos I've done in recent years, especially in the past year or two. But yeah, definitely my videos that I did in Europe this past year, like Croatia, Montenegro, Slovenia, Bosnia, and Spain. Those were I feel were some of my best ones, because I got to capture my whole trip experience, got to share some really cool places, enjoy some great food, and I also enjoy a lot of the Colorado videos I do too, because well, I'll admit the scenery is beautiful, and my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin Lauren, they're great people to hang around with. They make my videos a whole lot better. They're awesome people. So thank you, Mungo Jerry 311. I like your name, by the way. I'm curious if you did that because of the band Mungo Jerry and also the band 311. All right, next question or set of questions comes from Frosty Skills, which I think he changed his YouTube name to, I think, Jacob Underwood now, if I'm not mistaken. He says, "Hi, Scott / Scottman. I have some questions." All right, first question. For anyone trying to make a vlog channel, what camera or cameras do you prefer? Well, let me read the... Oh, for anyone. Because, yeah, I've gone through 3 different cameras so far doing this channel. I'll be perfectly honest. You can use any camera you like. It doesn't matter. You can start off with just a basic point-and-shoot camera that maybe is not even an HD camera, although that's kind of hard to come by nowadays unless you buy, like, a used camera, like on Amazon or eBay or something, but... It's not really that difficult. Any camera, you can use your own cell phone too, because there are a lot of great people who film their travel experiences with just their Android or their iPhone. So you don't need the equipment to get started. And even when it comes to video editing software, you don't have to get the expensive stuff. You can use the programs that come with your Windows PC or your MacBook. So I think the Macs even have some pretty good editing software that comes with the MacBook. I don't really know because I use Windows for like my personal laptop. I use Windows 10. I'm not much of a Apple person, although I do like Apple TV though. That's how I get like Netflix and Hulu, different things like that. This next question: do you see yourself traveling to every state in the U.S.? Absolutely. Although I'm not sure how quick I'll be able to do that, but it's something I definitely would like to do as I continue to travel. I've been to, I think, around 32 so far. I would love to continue to visit the rest of them. Just not sure when I'll be able to get to the rest. Third question: how long are you planning on doing YouTube? I definitely would like to go as long as I can. I have currently no plans of stopping YouTube filming these different videos. I really enjoy it. I know you guys enjoy my videos too, so I don't have plans to stop traveling at all. In fact, I almost want to do more of it than even what I'm doing now. So, as long as I can, I want to keep going. And then he adds at the end, "Sorry for weird Q&As." No, these aren't weird questions. These are good questions. I just thought of some stuff, LOL. By the way, nice video. Thanks. But yeah, those are great questions. Thank you very much. Next question comes from Churchill 3 Replays. I always cool to see channels reaching their first milestones. So the question is, will you do sightseeing, like going on trails and things kind of like what you did with the Cedar River for a little bit, like hiking trails, riversides, or just making your own trail? It's basically referring to the Cedar River in Gladwin, which is it's a community that is northwest of Bay City. It's west off I-75, like go west of Standish. It's out in that area. It's a beautiful community, and I enjoy walking along that river. But yeah, absolutely, that's a part of what my channel is about. I absolutely love checking out new places, whether it's new cities, parks, or even just some cool trails. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy going to Colorado all the time. I always enjoy checking out new trails and discovering new things that may not be shown too much on video. So yeah, I definitely want to continue going on different trails. Next comes from Tommy Engel, and he's asking a couple questions. Would you ever consider doing a meetup with fans/subscribers? Oh yeah, definitely. I don't have anything planned really right now, but as I continue to grow, there's different people I've watched on YouTube as well where they didn't do meetups or anything like that, and then as they became larger, yeah, they started to do some more things in the way of meetups. So that's definitely something I am considering. don't have anything planned right now or anything, but yeah, but it's something that I do think about a lot. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Yeah, and I'll make an announcement in some way if I ever plan like some sort of a meetup or anything like that. So definitely keep your ears peeled. And the second question, are you a Michigan or MSU fan? But yeah, I come from a family who is big into the U of M side, so I do apologize to a lot of the MSU fans, but yeah, I tend to be more on the U of M side. Like, you might have noticed the U of M shirt I wear sometimes. It's a short sleeve shirt. Like, I wore it when I went to St. Augustine, Florida. But I'll be honest, though, it's like, I like all the different Michigan teams. Like, Michigan usually has great teams. Michigan State's doing very well, especially in football. It's like, wow, it's like D'Antonio's done a great job with the football program there. And heck, I want to give Ohio State credit too. It's like Urban Meyer's been doing a great job with Ohio State as well. It's like, I enjoy watching the game because Michigan under Jim Harbaugh and Urban Meyer with Ohio State, they've put some good teams. So like, to see Michigan and Ohio State play in football right now, it's some high quality football. So I'm really, really glad to see that, because I'd rather have both teams playing at their best, even with the Michigan States. Although I tend to be more on the Michigan side of things, but still, I like seeing when both teams are competitive and they get into it, and the better team wins. But yeah, don't get me wrong though. It's like, yeah, despite the fact I tend to be more on the U of M side when it comes to Michigan over Michigan State. East Lansing, Michigan State has a beautiful campus. Columbus is a great city to visit. If you haven't been to Columbus, Ohio, you definitely have to go there. Columbus is a beautiful city, and Ohio State's campus is pretty nice. I enjoyed walking around that back in, I think it was 2015. I went there. Okay, the next question comes from. I apologize for if I mispronounce your name, but it's Iomide Abijide. I'm probably mispronouncing it. I apologize. But he asks, I have a question. Have you considered doing any driving videos in Canada yet? Well, definitely. Although I haven't driven in Canada in a while. My last Canada trip, I went to Alberta, and Lauren basically was the driver that whole time. But yeah, the next time I get over to Canada and I have a rental car, or if I'm driving with this car, like I'm going to Ontario, I definitely, it's something I would like to do. Even like a driving tour somewhere around the Windsor or Sarnia area or something. But yeah, I'm not sure when though, but it's definitely something I do think about though. Next question comes from AID Mostar, and the question is, are you planning to go back to Mostar? Good question. I don't have any plans right now, but at the same time, Mostar is a beautiful city. For anybody who doesn't really know much about things outside the United States or Canada, Mostar is a very beautiful city in the southern part of Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's about a couple miles south of Sarajevo. It's closer to Croatia and Dubrovnik than it is to Sarajevo, but it's a beautiful city. You can see a lot of beautiful Christian churches and also a lot of mosques as well, because it's a mix of the Christian Croats and the Muslim Bosniaks. So yeah, it's a beautiful area, and yeah, I definitely would love to go back there someday. Like to check out more of Mostar and get to revisit and experience the Bosnian coffee again. Like, that was a great trip. Mostar was definitely a great highlight. I really enjoyed that one evening. I got to sit along the river, looking at the bridge. Like, it was so peaceful. Yeah, definitely we'll have to go back someday. But yeah, thank you for your question. Okay, next question, or two questions, comes from Rajan American. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. First question is, how did you start off YouTube? I'm going to answer these two questions back to back, because first question is, how do you start off YouTube? And second question, was there any times you think you thought of quitting? So, believe it or not, I answered this in my 1,000 subscriber special, not the Q&A, but it was my video where I went over my whole YouTube channel and career from day one to, well, up to like last August, and I'll give like the Cliff's Notes version of that, but for more details, yeah, definitely check out that video. But yeah, I basically started off because I really love to travel, although I didn't travel as much back then because I was still going to university. But yeah, it's like I was watching a lot of videos, believe it or not, on video games, and I watched a guy who I'm friends with too. His name's Slim Kirby. He does like they're called Let's Plays, where it's like he records like himself playing video games and he provides commentary. I basically wanted to do the same thing with traveling, and I turned on my record button on my camera and I recorded my first video. My first video was terrible. It was the Zilwaukee Bridge area, like at that park, or the Riverfront Park, but same time, at least I got started though. And it was a decision I've never regretted to this day. And then times I've ever thought about quitting, definitely not in the past several years or anything, but I almost did back in late 2012 and early 2013, because yeah, I was in a funk back then to where I didn't record anything for a few months, and I decided, because I was going on a trip to PAX East in Boston in 2013, and I wanted to record that experience, so that got me back to YouTube again. So that was probably the one time I almost stopped for good. And thankfully, I've not wanted to stop ever since. So, yeah, those are good questions, though. I go into that in greater detail in that 1,000 subscriber special video. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to it. Alright, so oops. Next question comes from Danilianian. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I have enjoyed watching your videos for the past few years, Scott. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you get to come along with the ride. 3 questions. I have 3 answers. Alright, first question. When do you plan to visit Kingston, Ontario? Currently I have no plans as of yet, but I definitely would like to go there because it's right on Lake Ontario, at the other end, where of course you have Hamilton over on the west end. But yeah, ever since I started listening to the band the Tragically Hip, great rock band, by the way. I'm still sad to see that Gord Downey passed away last year of brain cancer. That was pretty sad. But yeah, that's one city I definitely would like to check out. Maybe on a trip where I go like to Toronto and like Montreal or Ottawa. That'd be a great place to make a pit stop in and check things out in Kingston. So yeah, definitely like to get there someday, although I'm not sure when though. Second question, what year is your Focus? Yeah, I drive a Ford Focus. It's a 2015, although I probably will get a new car probably sometime later in the year, possibly. And third question, how many miles on it? Well, let me look. All right, I have 53,479. So in terms of miles, it's probably a little bit less than my previous car that I had, which I had for 3 years, but I'm getting up there. So thank you for the questions. Next comes from Ryan Martin. And he says, hello, Scottman. I have a few questions for you. All right. First question. How did you lose all that weight from a long time ago? Oh, that's a very good question, but yeah, it's like, yeah, if you didn't know, I mentioned also in my 1,000 subscriber special too, to where I used to weigh a lot more than what I do now. Because yeah, back in 2012 and earlier, I used to be, I'm not kidding, at least 260, 270 pounds. It's like you watch that video, you can see the big difference between what I looked back then to what I've been looking like in the past couple years. It's like I'm still amazed at myself. But yeah, I didn't do any crazy diets or anything like that. All I did was watch what I ate. I try to limit the red meats, the fried foods. I exercised a few times a week, usually 3 or 4 times a week. And I portion control too. Although portion control is definitely a weakness a little bit because sometimes I eat too much. But It's something I'm even working on to this day. But yeah, it takes a lot of determination, willpower, and also some good peer pressure too, like on the good side. So yeah, I'm definitely really glad I got down to a healthier weight. Okay, next question. Where has been your favorite place visiting around the world? I can't think of one place. But yeah, I really enjoyed Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Montenegro, that whole area. That's absolutely beautiful. And over here in the United States and Canada, love going to Banff National Park and checking out different places in the Canadian Rockies. That was really cool. And then here in the United States, I love Colorado. I enjoyed my trip out to San Francisco, which I'm a little announcement. I'm probably gonna go to San Francisco sometime in April. So definitely look forward to more videos from there. Yay! And then also enjoy checking out Texas as well. I really enjoy Boston. And then even here in Michigan, I love going to Frankenmuth every year. Heck, I go a couple times a year. Or even going up to the Traverse City area near Sleeping Bear Dunes. There are a lot of great places I enjoy going to. And then his last question is, what type of video games do you play? So yeah, you must have watched a lot of my MagFest videos, because I've gone to different video game conventions in the past. I didn't go to one this year or anything, but yeah, it's like I tend to be I don't really play as many video games now as I used to, because I have a full-time job and I travel a lot. Which traveling, of course, is my biggest pastime. It's the one thing I would not want to give up. But when it comes to video games, I don't play a whole lot, but I like a lot of the different Nintendo games, like a lot of the Mario and Zelda games, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, or even just playing traditional arcade games like Donkey Kong or Pac-Man. Those are always great classics to play. So thank you for your questions. And next comes from Eric Lozen. One fact. Yeah, he lays a lot of cool trivia facts on a lot of my videos for when he was younger or his days in the military. So I enjoy reading a lot of his comments that he leaves on my videos. So anyway, Eric Lozen says, "Hello. You've mentioned before that some of the people you work with follow your channel. If you feel comfortable, would you share a little bit about the type of work you do?" Sure. Yeah, I don't want to give away exactly where I work, but yeah. I'm an IT professional. I'm an infrastructure engineer. I do a lot of different things where I work with different customers with administration support and for our customers, and also even for our company itself. We're a smaller company, so I manage a lot of different things with that. And yep, as a matter of fact, I even had a few of my coworkers appear in some of my videos too, like some current coworkers or even previous coworkers who have left to do other things. Like one example, definitely check out my K-Tai video, Travel the Lights video I did last year, and also my Shields Pizza. You'll see some coworkers in there, and even one who I used to work with too. So yeah, they love my videos, and heck, I still get comments about my bloopers video I did back in December from them. But yeah, they're great people. They're like family to me. And the last question that comes from YouTube is from Cameron Case, and he's asking, have you visited Mississippi? And if you did, when and where? Or where would you like or want to go if you did? Or if you do? So I've not filmed the video in Mississippi, but I have been there, but only in transit. Because when we used to live in Texas, my parents and I lived in Texas when I was a little kid. So I remember because I lived down there for 4 years. We moved down before my 5th birthday. We moved back up to Michigan when I was 9. And I remember we drove through Mississippi to come back from visiting family here in Michigan, going back down to Houston. We drove through Mississippi, so we got to go on I-55 pretty much from Memphis all the way down toward like the Baton Rouge area. So that was pretty much one of the only times I've really been to Mississippi. But yeah, I definitely would like to check out Jackson sometime, or even go to Tupelo, which of course is the hometown for Elvis Presley. Those would be some cool places to check out in Mississippi. And I'll almost have to do some research if there's some cool parks too. But someday I definitely would like to get there. Alright, that's all the YouTube questions, and I have many questions from one person from Facebook, from Michelle Marie. She comments on a lot of my video posts. I post on my public Facebook channel. It's just Scottman895 Travel. You definitely check that Facebook page out. And she has a bunch of questions. She grouped them by two things: travel delights videos and travel. So travel delights questions first. First is, have you ever made a travel delights video and tried a new food that you actually hated but made it look okay for the camera? Well, I wouldn't say hate, but I remember there was like a salad of some sort I had. It was when I went to the restaurant, it's called Saffron. It was in Louisville. It was like a Persian restaurant. Some type of a salad with it, and I didn't hate it, but I even made a comment on the camera and I thought it was okay. Like, I don't really care for the taste a whole lot because it just, I don't know, it was something I never had before, but I didn't really care for it a whole lot. But yeah, it's like definitely always want to keep trying new foods, but and I'm sure it was prepared pretty well, but the ingredients in it just didn't satisfy my taste buds for some reason, though. Okay, second question: have you ever or would ever try very unusual foods? I guess almost like a follow-up question. Are you talking about like just foods that you don't commonly see, like maybe like August or things like that, or are you talking about like stuff you see on Bizarre Foods or something like that? I'll answer both, but yeah, stuff like August, yeah, I'll definitely try different things like that. Because yeah, I've had like a bacon wrapped August in St. Louis before. Oh, that was so good. That was the first time I ever had August, and I'd definitely like to try more of it too. But when it comes to some of the really bizarre food stuff, I guess if I have a strong enough stomach that day, I might consider it. But at the same time, I don't want to try anything that might kill me, though, or has a possibility of being deadly. I promise would not. I'm sure it's delicious. I do not want to try fugu or blowfish. It's a delicacy in Japan, but I don't know if I want to take the risk, though. Although I'll probably be fine, but a lot of people eat it. But I don't know. I just get nervous about stuff like that. If you had to live on just one food or one type of ethnic food a year, what would it be? Italian food, pasta. I'm a pasta fanatic. I love pasta. If you put a plate of pasta in front of me, I will eat it all. It's like I don't care if I'm gonna die or not. I'm eating the pasta. Pasta. It's like one of my all-time favorite foods. You can never go wrong with fresh homemade pasta. Oh yeah. And the last travel the lights related question: what foods would you never try no matter what? Well, probably some of the ones that could potentially kill me if it's prepared wrong, like fugu, for example, or pretty much anything with cucumber in it. Just because, as I mentioned in my food tag video, I'm just not a fan of cucumber for some reason. Anytime I taste anything with cucumber, I'm like, ugh. It's like, maybe it'll be different 10 years from now. I might have to try cucumber again, but at least for right now, anything that has cucumber in it, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to want to try, which I'm sure there's a lot of great, like, Middle Eastern or Mediterranean dishes that would be really good, but unfortunately, a lot of them put cucumber in it, and it's like, I don't know. But yeah, those are good questions, though. And then she has 5 questions that are travel-related. If you want an all-expense-paid dream vacation to anywhere in the world, where would you go? Well, I'll be honest, I definitely would love to go on a long trip journey to Europe, visit every country in Europe. It's like, yeah, free trip to Europe. It's like, I'll be on the next flight out. I'll definitely would like to go to Europe. I've been there, of course, but if it's free, it's like, I'm sold. Like, take me to Europe now. Second question: what's your favorite form of transportation? I think I was asked this question before by somebody, but I definitely, or maybe I'm mistaken, but I definitely love being in an automobile, driving to different places, because, like, yeah, I enjoy flying too and riding on trains, but when it comes to cars, it's like I can drive to basically wherever I want, and if the spot I come by on a road trip, it's like, ooh, this looks cool. I have the freedom where I could just pull in to where if I'm on a bus, we just keep going to the next destination, or an airplane, we just fly just right over the countryside. So just with the exploration, you can do that with a car or like a rental car. So I would definitely have to say like an automobile. Next question: have you ever taken a cruise? I guess that it depends on the type of cruise. Like those big cruises, no. But I've been on like little river cruises though, which take you. I have been on a couple of river cruises, like the Bavarian Belle and Frankenmuth, which was like an hour long. Or like there's a boat cruise I went on the Tequamanon River. So like, basically like your day trip type cruises, like river cruises. But like the big ones, I haven't, and I probably won't go on any of those. The exception might be maybe like one of those Mediterranean cruises, or like the river cruise on the Rhine River in Europe, where you basically sleep on you sleep on the ship, and then each day you get to a new port and you get to explore the city for the day. That would be really cool. But like those Caribbean cruises where you're on the sea for a week and then maybe you stop on an island too, yeah, that would not really do a whole lot for me, to be honest. Next question: would you ever want to travel in space? Not right now, just because there's not really a whole lot you can see out there, and plus it's ridiculously expensive. I know they started doing some type of space tourism a little bit, but you gotta have millions of dollars for that right now. It was more economically feasible, and I'm guaranteed to be able to come back to Earth safely and alive. That might be something I might consider, but we're a long way away from that still. Then the last question: if you could meet up with Dr. Emmett Brown and go anywhere in the past or future, where would you go and why? Also, would there be a particular event in history you travel to in order to witness firsthand? That's a pretty unique question. But yeah, I almost would like to go back. Would love to go back in time a little bit, to like revisit some of the old places I went to, like either here in Michigan or where I used to live in Houston, and revisit those places to see what they used to look like, or how things looked like when I was growing up. That would be really cool. Although, of course, at the same time, I would have to make sure I don't see my old self, because I would it'll interrupt the space-time continuum, or whatever that term is from Back to the Future. But we're gonna need a bunch of gigawatts before we get to that point in time where we can time travel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the great questions. These are some great questions. Probably my best ones so far. All the ones, although I enjoyed the questions I got from the previous videos too. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. I'll try to get this up sometime in a few days or so. Although you'll be seeing it before. But yeah, thank you again. So if you enjoyed this Q&A special, definitely give this video a like or a thumbs up. For more Scottman895 trail videos, definitely click that subscribe button. Well, thank you for watching today's Q&A special, and this is Scott signing out.